Hey guys, how y'all doing? Hopefully you can hear me all right because it is super windy today. And I just want to say to start off the video, thank you so much for all of you that subscribe to the YouTube channel here, all of you that follow me on all social media platforms. It was a crazy year last year for 2024, and we're only a couple weeks into 2025, and it's already shaping up to be a wild one. Super big thanks again to all 418 some odd thousand subscribers here on the YouTube channel, 470 something thousand, I believe, on TikTok that we just got back today, and 168,000, I believe, on Facebook, and like 290,000 on Instagram. It's just insane that when I started the YouTube channel and started this social media journey in 2013, I never in my wildest dreams fathomed it'd ever get this big. I thought maybe 20, 30,000 subscribers and that would be it, and which I stayed there for quite a while, but over the last 5 or 6 years, I've experienced exponential growth in views and subscribers and followers, and I just want to come and appreciate you guys and thank you guys so much for watching the videos, watching the content, commenting, sharing, liking, all the stuff that you do. And, it's just one of those things we haven't sat down and talked, or I haven't sat down and talked to you, addressed you without talking about Subarus or talking about tools or whatever the topic of the day is. And again, it is super windy and I hope you can hear me right now. Hopefully these mics are blocking a lot of that wind noise out. But we're gonna do a little bit of walk around, a little bit different video. If you haven't already figured that out, I just wanna update you on the channel where things are right now at the beginning of 2025 and where I hope to take things in the future. So let's go ahead and do a little walking and talking and fill you in on some details. So guys, wow, first of all, it's really bright out here today, but I know a lot of you have probably noticed that there haven't been a ton of repair videos lately. It's been a lot of talking head videos talking about Subaru issues, talking about Subaru news, new products, things of that nature. And in all honesty, I'm kind of burnt out on auto repair videos. They're really time consuming to film and edit, and it makes the repair so much longer to do, but I am going to try to get right back into it. I mean, I'm pushing 40 years old right now, and I have been out of a shop this week. Last week actually is the beginning of 5 years that I've not been in a shop. I'd planned to build a shop here on my property and, get the YouTube channel to the next level and really diving into more project cars and builds and going into the CVT transmission and going into the 4 EATs and 5 EATs and going into deeper engine rebuilds other than just head gasket replacements, things of that nature. And it just hasn't come to pass yet. It's getting more and more expensive every single year that goes by to build a shop that I haven't built a shop. And it's just a huge cost right now that I really can't take on. So I've been looking for another place in town to rent, and nothing, absolutely nothing hasn't been available for a long time. I'm trying to get my old shop back, but I haven't been able to get in contact with anybody. Someone apparently is renting it, but no one is ever there. I don't know, but ideally I'd like to build my own shop here on my farm and have everything under one roof, have all my equipment that you see behind, all the stuff for the farm, all of my project vehicles, my dad's old Plymouth, all that stuff. And then, getting the project cars like the SVX that's been sitting here for 13 years, I think now, when I picked it up for the channel. And I don't know, I just lose track of time. So that's one big update for you guys about the auto repair videos that want more repair videos. I've been actually turning away customer work. I've just been burnt out on it. And, I've had a lot of you email me, and until I have a shop, either rent a shop that's already around or build my shop, I just don't want to take on a ton of customer work, especially subscriber work, because I'm still working out of my own property outside, as most of you have known for the longest time watching the auto repair videos, because they're outside. I haven't been in a shop since right before 2020, 2019, 2018, and the very first 2 weeks of 2020 was the last time I was in a shop. And it makes it hard to make content. It makes it hard to do, again, like I said, those builds and more project cars and more in-depth stuff on cars. So that's why I've been doing more of the talking head videos about Subaru news and products and issues and things of that nature, because it's just easier for me to film and easier to produce. But I haven't completely turned away all customer work. I do have a customer dropping off an Outback tomorrow on Monday for rear brakes and an oil change. It's 2017. We've seen the car on the channel before. But again, like I said, I've just limited my work because I've had so much going on aside from YouTube, aside from auto repair, just on the personal side of it here on my property, on my farm. Now, most of you, or some of you, know that I have a second YouTube channel, At Home on the Farm. I'll link it down below. I'll leave lots of links in the description of this video for you guys. But I've been trying to build that YouTube channel up because I believe it was late 18, early 19 when I created it. I've got about 4,000 subscribers on there, and I'd not posted before a month or two ago in over a year. I was very sporadic at posting on there because Mr. Subaru takes up so much of my time that doing At Home on the Farm was just on the back burner. Well, now I've got my new Woodland Mills HM136 Max sawmill here. We're gonna do some sawmill videos. We're gonna be milling lumber and cutting slabs and doing all kind of stuff with that. We're still renovating the mobile home I grew up in. We're still renovating the 1951 farmhouse, for those of you that are familiar with the channel and familiar with the content over there. It's just, there's only one of me and only so many hours in the day, and I always take on more than I can handle, it seems. So between trying to renovate 2 houses and do the sawmill stuff and run all my Bobcat equipment here, skid steers and mini excavators, and do all that kind of stuff. I just bought 2 Snap-on trucks like 4 months ago. Those of you that follow me on the other short form content platforms probably have seen that. Not sure what I'm gonna do with them. It was just one of those things that it was my old Snap-on truck that I personally had in 2015 to 2017, and another one that was a dealer next to me. And it was a good deal. Picked up both of them. One runs, drives perfect. Everything's good on it. And it's up for sale right now. But the other one just got towed to me 3 days ago. And that is my personal old truck. I'm not sure what I'm going to do to it because the engine's blown up. It's wrecked in the front end. And it's just in really bad shape. So I don't know what I'm going to do with it, if it'll be something on the channel or not. We've also got my girlfriend's 1983 Dodge Ram Charger. We talked at PRI and SEMA with Holly, and they're going to sponsor a build on it, converting it to EFI, doing a sniper kit on it, doing a bare brake kit on it, and some other companies wanting to work with getting this up and going. So I know it's not Subaru, it's a Dodge Ram Charger, but I'm probably going to put some of those videos here on the Mr. Subaru channel. Some of them might be on the At Home on the Farm channel. Not exactly sure yet on that. Big wood pile in the back, as you see. We got lots of firewood to process. We got lots of big logs back here for the new sawmill. But like I said, I just wanted to give you guys an update on what's going on. Other news. Just this week, I got a letter from Snap-on Incorporated, and I was a little spooked about that, but it was good news after all. I'd submitted a new tool idea 10 years ago in August of 2014 at my very first Snap-on SFC tool show, and Snap-on has put it in production now. It's called the JCW brake. It is a kickstand parking brake, whatever you want to call it, for a creeper. So you're not rolling around and struggling to get traction if you're on a creeper on your back and breaking something free. So got a nice letter from Snap-on thanking me for that, and a nice check to boot with it. So kind of happy about that. It's been a wild January, as I said at the beginning of the video. It's been a wild month, and I just want to get you guys up to speed with some stuff in my personal life and off of the regular YouTube content and everything like that, and just let you know where we're at. I mean, hopefully back to regular scheduled programming this week. Maybe Wednesday we'll put a tool video out on the channel. I've been kind of down to 1 video a week, and I need to get more active again on here. But again, like I said, I've just been so burnt out because it feels like I've said everything there is to say about a Subaru as far as you know, anything with repair, anything with functionality or maintenance or whatever you want to say. It's like I've beat the dead horse to death with videos on CVT issues. I've beat the horse to death with head gasket issues on Subarus. And the thing about Subarus is the interchangeability and the similarities. So, you know, if I make a video on an Outback, it's basically the same as a Forester, basically the same as an Impreza, basically the same as a Crosstrek, basically the same as an Ascent. You know, they're all very, very similar in drivetrain, functionality, all that. So I really do feel like at the end of the day that I'm just going in circles, doing the same thing over and over and over again. And it just leads to that more burnt out feeling. But I was talking to some creators not too long ago at one of the shows, either SEMA or PRI, and they were going through the same thing. It's like, well, we've talked about this before. Why would I make another video about it? And I'm like, well, you know, just because you've talked about it before doesn't mean that when you talk about it this time, you're not going to reach a new audience. You're not going to reach a new threshold of people that have not seen you talk about this, have not seen this information, and it's all new to them. And that kind of gave me an epiphany. Is like, why don't you follow your own advice? Yes, I've made a lot of videos about CVTs. Yes, I've made a lot of videos about issues with the FA series and the EJ series engines. And yes, I've made a lot of videos on timing belts and head gaskets and all those common failure points and repairs. But just because I've made a video in the past doesn't mean that if I make one tomorrow, someone that's never discovered the channel, never seen this information, won't get this information. At the end of the day, that's what's important, is empowering consumers, empowering owners of vehicles on issues with their cars and how to repair their cars and how to save money at the end of the day. Now, some of the stuff I talk about, as I've mentioned in the past, is above a DIY level. There are super expensive specialized tools that are needed for some of these diagnostics and some of these issues and some of these repairs. And I can only show you certain things. Like, I can inform you about what goes into this diagnostic, what goes into this repair, not necessarily for you to do it yourself, but so you are aware of what actually goes into it when it's time to take your car in and have someone else do it, for you to pull out your money and pay someone to do it. At least you have an understanding now of what's involved and what you're getting for your money. So I think that that's important to a degree, to educate people on that aspect of it, because there's a lot of it that's kind of smoke and mirrors and you know, in the shadows for a lot of common people about auto repair and maintenance and issues and diagnostics and what actually happens behind the scenes once you drop your keys off at the dealership or at a repair shop and they take it in the back. So it's more, you know, letting that mysticism be pulled away, opening up the veil, opening up the curtain, and showing you the guy behind, you know, Wizard of Oz, pulling the knobs and the buttons and all that good stuff. So definitely still plan to continue posting on here. This is not a goodbye or anything like that. It's just, like I said, updating you on my life, what's going on, and where I'm at. So hopefully you guys understand and hopefully you appreciate this video. It's not, like I said, the norm for me, but I just wanted to get you up to speed on stuff. So if you're super interested in other things other than Subarus and stuff, if you like outdoor stuff, if you like heavy equipment, if you like farming, if you like carpentry and construction and all that stuff, be sure to check out the other YouTube channel, At Home on the Farm. That kind of content will be there. Tools and Subarus and other automotive stuff will be here on the Mr. Subaru account. So just wanted, again, I've said this a million times, to update you guys. So hopefully you get a better understanding of what goes into it behind the scenes, making the videos, making the content, all that stuff. I got a lot of stuff going on. I do try to get to all of you guys' comments, but I've gotten to this point now where I fully understand why creators hire camera people and editors and, you know, just managers for everything, because I'm just a one-man show. It's me with a camera and a microphone and my laptop. There are no people videoing me. There are no editors that I send clips to edit these videos. I make the thumbnails. I do the editing on the videos. I make the Instagram reels, the TikToks, the Facebook post, the YouTube videos, everything every week, all myself, and trying to keep on top of comments and questions just on YouTube. I can't keep up with it. Just on TikTok, just on Facebook, all these platforms. I try, I really, really do try to keep up with it and answer as many of you as I can. I try to answer all of you guys' emails and questions you email me. But again, there's so many hours in the day. There's only one of me, and life happens offline as well. So there is some give and take that you have to, consider that I'm not Superman. I can't answer you all. I can't read every comment. I can't read every email. And I'm sorry that I can't. I really do try to get it all, but I just cannot dedicate that much time to online with everything else I have going on in my life. Again, I know that sounds horrible, but I'm sorry, guys. I do, again, appreciate all of the comments, all of the emails, all of your time spent watching my videos, everything that you guys do for me. But there's only so much time in the day for me to get done what I have to do in life, plus try to help you guys. And like I said, I really, really wish I could answer more comments and more emails and stuff, but I do my best I can to get to you, and I hope that you understand that. So, lots of talking, lots of walking around out in the yard. Again, if you want to see the other side of my life at home on the farm, if you're expecting auto repair videos and all that, don't worry, they will trickle back in slowly. But again, the main holdup again is building a shop or renting another shop and getting somewhere where my rickety 40-year-old self is not laying down in the dirt at 40-degree temperatures outside, or rain, or 100 degrees in the summer, and trying to knock out these auto repair videos and trying to fix customer cars and concerns in a timely manner, which is always bogged down with filming. So thank you guys again so much for subscribing, watching, liking, commenting, all that stuff. I know I said it a ton, but I just feel like I don't say it enough. So that's what this video is for, just to update you. State of the channel address. And, it's been a wild year. It's been a wild couple of years. And I just want to thank you guys all again. And there is definitely more to come in the future. And I'm sure there's definitely more wild and crazy things in store for 2025. So thank you guys all again. Really do appreciate that. And just to address this right here, a lot of you might be under this misconception, which I've tried to dispel it time and time again, that I work for Subaru or have worked for Subaru. And that's not the case. I've independently worked on Subarus for the last, 2008, 2009, I believe. So 09 to 25, whatever math that is, like 15, 16 years, something like that. I'll put it on the screen if my math's wrong, because my brain has just been a stressful week. So you don't have to work at a dealership to specialize in something. I hope a lot of you understand that. At the end of the day, car, truck, equipment, it's all nuts and bolts. It's all nuts and bolts and procedures. And working on something time and time again, over and over again, understanding common failure points, understanding common issues, understanding service procedures and processes, that I think, more than working for a manufacturer, is what can make you a specialist in something. Now, not to say that I'm the end-all be-all with Subarus. That's absolutely not what I'm saying. I know there are plenty of people that know 100 times more about Subarus than I do. I just know that I've been working on them for a long time. I know them inside and out and backwards, nuts and bolts wise. I can't tell you everything on performance side for WRX or STI or tuning or, making big power, all that stuff, but I can tell you how to keep your Outback running right. I can tell you how to keep your Forester on the road for 200,000 miles. I can tell you how to keep that Crosstrek going down the road, and keeping it stock and keeping it where you need it. Now, modifications and lifts and all that other stuff you guys ask me about, I can't tell you because I have no experience with it. I've never put a lift kit on a Subaru. I've never, turbocharged a naturally aspirated Subaru. I just repair, diagnose issues with regular old run-of-the-mill Subarus. So just wanted to let you guys know again, 418,000 of you, I believe, follow me on here on YouTube. So I know there's lots of people that fight in the comments down below and that say, oh no, he works for X Subaru dealership, or he works here, or he worked here. It's like, no, I've not and have never. I just want to clarify that to you guys, that don't take that as an issue. Don't take that as a point of me trying to pull one over on you or something like that. It's not the case. I just have always felt like if you're going to do something, if you're going to put yourself into something, you should always come off looking as professional and presentable as possible. That's why I buy the factory Subaru uniforms. Like for years, I worked in regular black and blue Dickies or red cap, regular mechanics clothes. But once I decided that, hey, I've been working on Subarus for like 10 years, let's really focus on Subarus, because I was a GM guy. I was a big GM guy, did a lot of GM stuff. And I worked on Hondas and Toyotas. I mean, I was an independent shop, so I worked on everything, but Honda, Toyota, and GM was my main, things I loved to work on and understood and, did them over and over again. Not that I couldn't work on anything that walked in the door, although I'd rather take a beating than work on something from Germany. I'll leave that for a humble mechanic. He can have the Volkswagens and the Audis and all that stuff. But, I found Subaru, fell in love with Subaru, been working on it for a very long time, and I said, you know what, we're going to specialize in Subaru. It's what I like, it's what I know, and I feel that they're easy to work on, but I think anything that you do repetitively over and over again and dive deeply into becomes something that is easy to you or comfortable to you, and that's where that's from. I don't want to pull the wool over everyone's eyes. I don't want you to think I'm something I'm not. I've just independently specialized in Subarus for quite a while, mainly most of my career as an automotive technician. And, that's all there is to it. So, again, thank you guys for everything. And we'll try to get back to normal, or what we call normal in 2025, here this week. So as always, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe for future Subaru and tool content videos in the future, all that good stuff. I'll see you guys in the next one.